a Lingayat Seer has accused the Karnataka's Bommai government of taking a 30% cut from the grants set aside for the welfare and development of Mutts. That is a shocking allegation that comes days after the corruption charges related to the former State Minister KS Eshwarappa, days after Santosh Patil, a BJP worker and a contractor, died by suicide after blaming KS Eshwarappa, the former Minister for Panchayat Raj, for demanding a 40% commission. A Lingayat Seer has now accused the Basavaraj Bommai government of taking a 30% cut from the grants that are set aside for the welfare and development of Mutts.
ನಮಗೂ ಕೂಡ ಬಹಳ ಗೊತ್ತೈತಿ ಒಬ್ಬ ಸ್ವಾಮಿಗಳಿಗೆ ಅನುದಾನ ಬಿಡುಗಡೆ ಮಾಡಿದ್ರೆ 30% ಕಟ್ ಆದ್ಮೇಲೆ ಅದು ಕಟ್ಟಡ ಚಲುವಕತೆ ಹೊರತಾಗಿ ಮಠದಾಗ ಇಲ್ಲ ಅಂತಂದ್ರೆ ಆಗೋದಿಲ್ಲ ಇದ್ದಿದ್ದು ಸ್ಪಷ್ಟವಾಗಿ ಆ ಅಧಿಕಾರಿಗಳು ಬಂದು ನಮಗೆ ಹೇಳ್ತಾರ ಇಷ್ಟು ರೊಕ್ಕ ಕಟ್ ಮಾಡಿಲ್ಲ ಅಂದ್ರೆ ನಿಮ್ ಕೆಲಸ ಅಂತೂ ಆಗೋದಿಲ್ಲ ಅಂತೇಳಿ ಎಲ್ಲಿಗೆ ಬಂತಲ್ಲ ಭ್ರಷ್ಟಾಚಾರ ಅಂತ.
See, he is a very great Swamiji with a very big track record. The entire state knows. So I only request His Holiness to give the entire proof who has paid, for what purpose he has paid and whom he has paid. We will certainly inquire and go to the depth of it. We consider his allegation very seriously.
Let's go across to MS Shrija, who's following this story, really bringing us this big exclusive report, this exclusive story only on NDTV right now. So Shrija, who is this Seer in question? What is his political significance? What is his background in connection with the powers that be in the government in the state?
Well, the Seer that we are talking about here is Dingaleshwar Swamiji. Now, he is a Seer of Balehosur Mutts in Gadag district of Karnataka. So this is not really the very first time that we have been seeing where Dingaleshwar Swamiji is coming out and being very vocal about in terms of whether it is, religious sentiments or resonating any religious sentiments, or even for that matter issuing statements. Now, this time around, of course, he's made a very bold statement, of course, going on to state that if at all any grants that needed to be released by the government to the Mutts, now they go on to take nearly 30% cut. Now, like I did, of course, point out, he is also one of the major Seers who led a delegation of over 2 dozen of Seers. This is in support of KS Eshwarappa. This is when Karnataka government, remember, they were dislodging him from his post as far as the Chief Minister's post is concerned, and then replacing him with Basavaraj Bommai. So, of course, it's a very, in terms of Dingaleshwar Seer, he's, of course, holding a very high prominence and very well-known Seer as far as Karnataka is concerned, not just about religious circles, but also, in fact, in political circles, because that is something, as far as Karnataka politics is concerned, we're talking about the two major communities that contribute to the vote share of the Karnataka politics, which we're talking about the Lingayat and the Veerashaiva. So he's also played a very prominent role in terms of, garnering maximum support from different sects of Seers. This is in support of Eshwarappa, and that is one of the reasons why we understand he also holds that kind of importance. And in terms of, he's also been, in fact, courting several controversies over the past few years as well. This is even with regard to his succession, and also, in fact, with regard to the hot debate that is according a separate religious status to the Lingayat as a religion. So he has been at the forefront, the focal point of major controversies, be it political or even for that matter religious as well.
And we heard the Chief Minister there refer to him as His Holiness. But Shrija, the Chief Minister saying he will get to the bottom of this. What has the reaction been from the government? This is a setback, a big setback, a huge setback for the BJP?
Well, of course, the first point is, yes, it's a huge setback because Karnataka is just 1 year, to elections, the general elections 2023. And just before that, we are seeing various allegations. And just to add to that, we're looking at where even a Seer, Dingaleshwar Swamiji has come out and being vocal about the fact that the government, even if the government, especially the department, will have to release grant to the department, especially for the development and the welfare activities trustees of the Mutt, at least 30% is the cut that is taken by some of the senior officials. Now, this is the allegation that he's made, and also Basavaraj Bommai going on to state that, yes, of course, he's taking this particular allegation of the Seer very seriously, also going on to state that he will order a probe. But how much of it we have to wait and watch, because we already see that one life has been lost, because it's not an allegation which is new. If you're talking about the commission, whether it is 30% cut or 40% cut taken by the BJP government here, we are talking about the allegation which has surfaced over the last 1 year time and again. Because just late last year, we did see Ware Contractors Association writing to Prime Minister Narendra Modi, asking him to look into all the allegations of the corruption angle with regard to where the ministers and MLAs and also senior officials in Basavaraj Bommai BJP government demanding commission to approve a project, or even for that matter to release the payment. So now we are looking at another allegation that's being made by a Seer himself. So all this while, it's been over 2 to 3 days since Santosh Patil, who was a BJP worker and a contractor, he died by suicide, and also in fact blaming KS Eshwarappa for his death, because KS Eshwarappa, according to him, was demanding nearly 40% of the commission. If at all the government was very serious about it, very serious about the allegations made by the Contractors Association, we would have seen some sort of probe ordered by the government. Now, if Chief Minister, Basavaraj Bommai has gone ahead and said he's taking these allegations very seriously, now how much of it is going to be on ground? Now, that is what remains to be seen.
All right. Thanks so much, MS Shrija, bringing us this exclusive report from Karnataka.